No matter which stage of business you're in, having a predictable income is one of the core attributes for any business to have, right? So, if you're looking for to have established lead generation funnels that will ensure you have a predictable, consistent, and always fulfilling flow of pipeline, these are the three types of lead generation funnel that you should certainly have. So, hi, I'm Saranya Narayanamurthy, a B2B sales strategist and a marketing consultant. I run two companies, the Content Bot and Lion Digital, which focuses on end-to-end sales and marketing especially for the B2B segment. So with this, in this video, let me show you what are the three types of sales funnel that you should certainly have that will ensure you have a consistent flow of clients. Firstly, let's look at the type of audience. For a business to have a predictable revenue and a consistent flow of clients, you need to ensure there are different types of customer personas that you cater to. On that note, there are three types of sales funnels that are generally in line, which means three types of lead generation sources. The first one happens to be when you know this is the exact type of audience that you want, this is the exact client that you want to sign up, and you choose just them. So, this is where account based marketing comes into play. So, ABM is a strategy wherein you want to work with a specific company and you choose who are the key decision makers in there. You reach out to them, have personalized invites, have a personal flow, have personal content created just for them. So, this way, you are able to clearly identify which is the gap or what is the problem that this company is facing so that you can directly appeal to them. So, when you do this, you have a list of key decision maker, a hierarchy map for that company, and you determine who are the decision makers in the company, who are the influencers who will not directly make a decision for you, but they will support in the decision making process, and the ones who can help you get an entry into the company. So, when you do this clear research, you are able to find out what are the bigger deals that you sign up for. For example, any enterprise deal that are upwards of 30 to 40 lakh INR comes into these categories. So, let's say enterprise deal starts from there, right? So, from that budget, if you're looking forward to work with a client, you can get started with ABM, wherein you see these are the companies that have a clear focus on. And this works wonders for key accounts. So if you think these brands, if you get associated with, will help increase your reputation and will help you to get foot on the other doors, then go for this strategy. Now, looking at the pros and cons of this, on the brighter side, when you reach out using ABM, you are very specific on this is a company, this is a decision maker, so you can create content that aligns with their own style of thinking. So this way, you are able to have personalized invites, craft messages that will specifically appeal to that person. So you are able to have a higher hit rate. Whether or not you get the meetings, whether or not they have a requirement, or whether or not they encourage you, you are able to get past the door that says no spamming and do not disturb me. Because here you are able to get their attention and reach out to them. But once you do so, one of the primary things that you need to keep an eye on over here is whether the person you're reaching out to has an intention to hire you or would have an intention to be associated with you or would be the right person who would be open to discuss with you. So choose the right personnel, that is the key for it. And the cons obviously are higher efforts because whether or not you arrive at that key account, the efforts that you put is humongous. You put so much efforts into firstly identifying people, following up with them, knowing who they are, identifying how to reach out to them, crafting those perfect messages, so on and so forth. So, obviously, this is a highly time and effort consuming process. But if this gets through, I'm pretty sure the key accounts will be rewarding. So, this is category one. Now, the category two is where you focus on outbound lead generation. Now, outside of ABM, once you say, okay, I'm not focused on specific key accounts, but right now I have a customer persona whom I want to cater to. So in this case, you go to outbound sales funnel. So when you create an outbound sales funnel, you get a list of accounts. This can either be auto generated through a sales funnel or can be something that your sales personnel gets through. So once you get a list of company accounts to follow, now you identify who are the decision makers, whether it's the CEO, CTO, or a CMO. You don't segregate on an individual company level, but rather you choose whether for this particular service of yours that you're pitching. For example, let's say if you're pitching a software product, speaking to a CTO or a CMO would be a better deal. Whereas if you're pitching an end-to-end sales work plan, speaking to the sales officer or speaking to the CEO would be a better ideal. Whereas if you're focusing on operations, speaking to the COO would be a better deal. So understand which persona will this be most relevant to. And no matter what you're using, ensure to identify who has your outcomes as one of the KPIs in their job role. For example, let's say the product that you're selling will increase the efficiency of the company. In that case, the chief operating officer will have it as his KPI. So reach out to him so that you and him are able to work on the same set of goals. In that way, choose which designation your product would appeal the most to and choose that designation from all the list of companies that you have collected and now reach out to them in a cohesive way. The best part is when you are reaching out to them, you will not be creating a hyper personalized email. Rather, you would create a single line pitch or a very concise email that speaks about the solution that you offer and the outcome that your prospect might generate, how that will relate to his KPIs. So it will be a very simple and a straightforward pitch message. And in write in message one, you are saying this is why you should associate with us. So this is a generalistic pitch that will go, but still personalized for those roles. So in these kind of campaigns, you can expect a hit rate of around 25 to 30%, which will then further go on to give you an appointment rate of again a 25 to 30%. So ideally, if you're reaching out to 400 to 600 people, you will have at least 100 people responding back to you saying this might be of their interest or not, and out of which another 25%, which is around 25 people, would definitely book meetings with you. Now, how can this rate be achieved? Or if you think 25 is outrageous, you cannot do it. These are all based on facts and these are all based on what we have done before. So if you think you are unable to get there, there are just three things that can go wrong. So just look at these. Number one, is your audience correct? Number two, is the messaging, whatever you have put, the right message? And number three, is your sales funnel structured? That's the key. Yeah. So now you know ABM, which is account based marketing, where you focus on key accounts, and you know outbound marketing, wherein you focus on a specific persona. What is the third one? Now, the third one is where you attract your client and you create a good demand generation engine. Now, this is where you are not reaching out to prospect, but rather getting them to reach out to you. And in this note, this is where you focus on content creation and inbound marketing. So inbound marketing is one of the best ways to both generate leads and to push your leads to closure. So let's say you have already generated leads using your outbound or ABM marketing. You can also use the content that you created for your inbound lead generation as a nurture there. So that way, they get to know more about you. They get to feel more connected with you, and your conversion rate will also increase on that note. So inbound marketing not just acts as a separate lead generation source, but also help you to propel your lead generation that you have already done and push your leads towards closure. Now, when it comes to lead generation, use these four channels of marketing. Number one, create blogs. Now, blogs are long form content that will ensure that you are giving people a sufficient insight into whatever you are doing. Now, this will also ensure that every time when you write a blog, you're using certain keywords that focus on your industry, right? So, every time people search on sales funnel, once you SEO optimize it, right, you will make yourself visible to people who are already looking for your services. That is where you're hitting the demand, right? So use your blogs, right? Now, the second are videos like this. Let's say you're creating such YouTube videos or you're creating videos on Instagram and you're creating them on LinkedIn. Now, that will ensure you connect with people and they look at you. Now, you're looking at me speaking to you and you can see more than what a blog provides, right? You feel connected. And let's say you see around 5 to 10 videos of mine, and then you and me get on a video call to discuss more about how we can help your company to grow, how we can set up all these campaigns for you, how we can ensure that you propel in your lead generation and how you thrive. If you are even thinking of getting a lead generation sorted from someone, if you're looking forward to set up your own sales funnel, I'm pretty sure if you agree with everything that I'm saying, if you think this is something that you exactly need, you will reach out to me, right? If you think so, this is our email ID. But yeah, the point is videos help you to connect. And this connection provides this opportunity for your prospects to connect with you and generate leads better. So, never lose a chance to create content on social media. This is one of the best powers that you can have. Now, blogs are done and your content is done. The third thing that you can do is conduct sessions, which means, let's say, either webinars or live events or workshops wherein your audience have this opportunity to interact with you in the live platform or maybe even ask questions. Now, this will ensure that you have an interactive session. So, this goes another step out of the videos also. So, blogs are your step one, your video content forms a step two, and these sessions like this form your step three. So, these things take you closer to your audience. Now, told you the top three things. What do you think is the fourth one? The fourth one is where you keep all of this in a consistent way and keep repurposing it. You need not create or think of new ideas to use every single time. For example, let's say in this video I spoke about ABM, outbound lead generation and inbound lead generation. On the next videos, I'm pretty sure you will be more interested to learn more about each of these independently, and this can also be repurposed as a newsletter. The same content can go as reels and YouTube shorts, and the same can also be conveyed on another webinar. So you just need to know what are the four pillars that would convince your prospects to sign up for you. What are the pain points that they are facing? What are the things that they will need more information on? And start creating content there, because that is what will help you to convert. And if it helps you anywhere, this video is never scripted. I wanted to tell you about the three funnels, and this is just the way of delivery as how I talk in a sales call. So if you think this is time consuming, not at all. This entire time that you saw me on the video, plus let's say 10 minutes of content that were cut during editing, those are the only time that we spend. So video production is not time consuming unless you make it that way. So here's your chance. Get started and propel your business. Install all these sales funnels and your sales content in the right way so that you're able to have a predictable flow of income and have the sales funnel established. Now, if you would like to know more about B2B sales, understand more about how you can propel your sales and what are the different ways in which you can enhance your sales channels, especially if you're looking for to generate leads consistently and fill up your sales pipeline, be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Follow me on LinkedIn as Saranya Narayanamurthy and on Instagram as B2B Sales Doctor. Now, with that being said, if you want a consultant's help to either train your sales team or to set up these sales funnels for you, or most importantly, get all these executed and generate leads for you, feel free to reach out to us in this email ID or connect through us on Instagram or LinkedIn. So, with that being said, let me meet you in the next video. Until then, let's close some sales.